He's dressed several presidents, hundreds of movie stars, and countless rock stars. His original creations have permeated the pop cultural landscape of our country and been seen around the world for the last 50 years. He's been referred to as the Rhinestone Rembrandt and the master of contemporary cowboy couture. The man is as original as each creation. He is known simply as Manuel. The fifth of 11 children, Manuel Arturo José Cuevas Martínez was born in the small town of Coalcomán in southwestern Mexico in the mid-1930s. There, he learned to sew from his older brother Adolfo and to hand embroider from his mother. By the time he was 8, he was creating his own elaborate clothes. He expanded his skills, learning silversmithing, leatherworking, and bootmaking. With his sights still set on becoming a master designer, he also studied psychology at the University of Guadalajara. In the mid-1950s, Manuel moved to Los Angeles and worked with various tailors, including the legendary Cy DeVore, who was best known for extensive work with the Rat Pack elite, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. It wasn't long before Manuel found his creative counterpart in legendary rodeo tailor Nudie Cohn. Manuel worked at Nudie's North Hollywood shop for 14 years, quickly becoming the head designer and primary creator of many clients' lavishly embellished commissions. In the early 70s, Manuel left Nudie's to set up his own shop where he became a star in his own right. A legion of performers followed him, including Gene Autry, Roy Rogers, Porter Wagoner, George Jones, Merle Haggard, and many others. In 1989, Manuel moved the operation and family to Nashville, where he continues his work today. Manuel regularly attends concerts to watch his clients in action. Because Manuel's goal is to create garments that reflect a musician's inner self, seeing the performer, whether country, rock, or folk, on stage is critical to Manuel's determination of the most appropriate design. Many of Manuel's forms, such as the long duster jacket, the shorter and tighter bolero, the fringed cowgirl vest and skirt, and the ornamental cowboy boots, are based on traditional Western wear, although wearability on stage is always considered. Manuel then selects suitable ornamentation for these ensembles, or none in the case of such artists as Johnny Cash, who typically favored all black. Often, a client will have specific ideas for what a garment should convey, as did Graham Parsons of the Flying Burrito Brothers, who wanted a controversial selection of motifs to wear for the cover of the album, The Gilded Palace of Sin. Manuel recently dressed rising stars and Sony recording artists John Randall and Jesse Alexander for the annual Country Music Awards.
Hey guys! Oh my God! Hey, nice to see you. How are you guys?
Hey, well, how you doing?
Terrific, man. Congratulations on that song.
Thank you very much.
That's so cool. And I hear I need to make some outfits for the CMA Awards.
Gotta make us look good.
That'll be a pleasure, man. Come in, let me show you what I got for you.
Awesome.
Come on. Look at all this stuff.
The process begins with an initial consultation and fitting with the artists in his shop, where Manuel begins to define the individual needs of the artist and gathers his own vision.
Morelia, will you bring me the measuring chart and the tape, please? Thank you very much.
Every woman's favorite part, the
You
measuring
better believe
tape.
it. You better believe it.
Oh,
This
boy.
is fun. Give me a 13 neck, 29, I would say now.
At this meeting, measurements are taken as the wheels are set in motion.
15 3/4 neck, really. Now all set, man.
All right, man. Thank you.
All I need to do is just put it together for you. I promise you, you're gonna have the best outfit to wear.
Manuel first begins to sketch initial designs and ideas. The art of the couturier is in the fit and form. Using the client's measurements, he sits down at the cutting table and makes a pattern. With these patterns, he cuts the fabric. Next, he creates paper mock-ups of the real cloth pieces on thin tracing paper and draws the embroidery design. Here, Manuel is creating a dragon, which will be featured on the leg of John's leather pants. Next, this design is perforated with tiny holes using a small machine. His assistant, Diane, holds the sheet to the light to verify the design's perforation, making sure the image is complete. This newly formed stencil is turned over to Cherie, who, using a stamping mixture of chalk and dry cleaning fluid, transfers or stamps the design onto the actual fabric. After the pattern or design is transferred, these separate, unassembled pieces are given to Francisco Martinez, Manuel's longtime embroiderer. Manuel discusses the color palette and relates the chosen threads to him. Francisco operates the machine using both foot pedal and knee control, hand guiding every thread into extraordinary detail. This embroidery process can take several days. Once the embroidery is completed, rhinestones are individually set one by one using a manually operated tool. These rhinestones are high-end Austrian crystals, which produce the most fire and sparkle. The embellished pieces are then given to seamstress Maria Perez for assembly. The garment is fitted and lined and then given back to Manuel for the finishing work, which includes fine hand-stitched detailing.
Well, there we go. And later on, you'll see him on the guy.
And now, John Randall and Jesse Alexander are ready for the red carpet. As the master of contemporary cowboy couture, Manuel is the last link in the chain of custom Western wear dating back to the 1920s and continuing to this day. By designing the signature styles for well-known figures in film and music, Manuel has helped to create the visual identities of some of the world's most illustrious performers. No better barometer of cool or the impact of his contributions can be found in the simple fact that when Bob Dylan played for the Pope, he was wearing a Manuel suit. Manuel is the last of the great rodeo tailors to carry on this true American art form.
Starlit skies, Texas eyes, looking down on me tonight. Day